I'm Gordy Tepper. Welcome to Check Around. We are going to be all over Victoria today. We're going to drop in on Gail Robinson of Robinson's Outdoor Store. We're going to find out how to get the living space in your home organized. That sounds worthwhile, doesn't it? But first off, we're going to drop in on the dentist, Dr. CRAPO. Hey, we're at Dr. CRAPO's office on Chatterton Way, just off Royal Oak, you know, where it comes close to the highway. And going to find out about something today that I have no idea. Holistic dentistry. I've never heard of anything like this before.
Well, it means different things to a lot of people. For us, it means taking the whole person, their function, what we see going on in their mouth, and evaluating that and making sure that we're not missing things that are slowly but surely causing problems in their mouth, even though if they don't feel it.
You're not just looking for specific cavities or rotten teeth or something?
That's part of a good exam, is to look at for problems, decay, things that are starting to fail, etc. But we want to also know what's the structure of their mouth. How does that work with their muscles, the joints, and so forth, and making sure that we don't miss things along the way.
Making Nancy nervous here. She's going, what? so how do you deal with what you see? How do you make this work?
Right. So a patient brings us symptoms. It hurts, it's swollen, it's bleeding, that kind of thing. But the doctor is looking for signs, wear, breaks, things that just don't seem right, and how the mouth works together. And so when he sees those kinds of things, he's got to be alerted and tuned to say, all right, yeah, we need x-rays. Now we need to take molds of people's mouths, like I've got here in my hands.
And this allows you to see what's working and what isn't working?
Well, we have a bite simulator. We've got something that helps us very much in knowing what's going on. And once we have the proper records, then we can study it outside when the patient has gone home and make sure that we're making decisions that will be helpful to her in the future.
So would you look at this and say, well, we're going to need to pull a tooth out and replace it with something, or do you go the braces route or something? I mean,
those are all part and parcel of the evaluation, yes.
Okay.
Sometimes crowding is extreme, and we need to employ braces, orthodontics. Sometimes it's a matter of aligning the teeth through crowns, bridge work, use of implants if there are spaces, and so forth. So we have to use the whole arsenal of things to do.
So this is, if I can paraphrase, it's not like a run and gun type thing. It's like dealing with everything that's going on and keeping an eye on it, and a follow-up dentistry situation.
Absolutely. So once we have these records, we have the folks back, and we have a nice sit-down talk for a half, 3/4 of an hour, and we talk about these things. And people now aware, they can give us their consent to go ahead and do something, and they're well informed.
Right. And they end up with beautiful teeth like Nancy's.
Yeah.
Show us the teeth, Nancy. They're beautiful. Wouldn't it be great if every patient came in looking like this?
Yeah.
Although you'd be out of business, I guess.
Yeah. But there's other things. Yeah.
It all works out in the end. Dr. CRAPO, thank you very much for this.
All right. You bet.
Robinson's Outdoor Store on Broad Street. Gail Robinson, the store has been here for as long as I can remember.
Since 1929.
Okay, before I can remember.
In fact, we're just celebrating our 85th anniversary this year.
Wow, that's pretty impressive. Still locally owned.
Still locally owned and still in the same family.
Wow, that's very cool. Could you give us like the 3-minute tour of the place?
I certainly can. Okay. Upstairs, we have a half floor of fly fishing, 24 tents, sleeping bags, and all of that upstairs. More camping supplies.
I love it up there. You can spend forever up there going through all the neat stuff.
And down here, we have everything from your stoves and fuel to binoculars here.
So those little things down on the bottom are the stoves?
They are. They pack so small into a tiny little bag.
That's very impressive.
Yeah. So it is.
Okay.
Then all your outerwear and apparel, so everything from a down sweater, the rain shell to cover it.
Now wait a minute. While you have that, these are designed for outdoor hikers and people going traveling and all, but it's all very stylish too.
And that's the difference now. Fashion plus function equals value, and the outdoor industry has discovered fashion.
Okay.
So what you go hiking in, you could actually go for lunch, and it looks quite nice.
Well, yeah, no kidding.
Yeah. So.
Show me more.
Okay. Well, let's walk through.
Not that I wear those colors, but I'm sure some people do.
I'm sure. So. All our outerwear and apparel is here.
Uh-huh.
And then everything from socks and gloves.
Gloves are so important. So many people overlook that when they go out.
Yeah, it really is. And you know, for Victoria, just a little a merino wool glove liner or a windstopper glove that's just going to give you...
I find if your hands get cold, the rest of you gets cold very quickly.
Exactly. But actually, Gord, you warm up from the core out. So if you keep your core warm, the rest will follow. So that's really important. But
unfortunately, I have too much around my core to keep it warm already.
Okay. So there, this is all merino wool in here. So
Oh, wait a minute. This whole section is merino wool?
it is. And merino wool is all about, there is no itch and no odor. So you could wear the same things for 10 days and they're just not going to absorb any odor. So you can travel with it, wash it less often, and really be happy with
Wow,
it.
I didn't know that. That's bizarre.
From there, we go into our packs. So from day packs to travel luggage to hiking day packs. And then in here, we have all our expedition packs. So if you're gone to Thailand for a month, you're hiking the West Coast Trail, and you want that kind of a pack, we have that too. When it comes to hiking, adventure travel, and fly fishing, I feel like we can outfit you from top to bottom. And our staff are hired based on how much traveling and trekking they've done, so they really can give you the advice.
I think that's probably one of the most important things is what you ask a question and you'll get an answer, like a real answer.
I think so too, and they're excited to give it.
Yeah.
And I really love that about it.
Gail, thank you very much for this ever so quick look around. Backpacks and travel luggage, something I'd like to see a little bit more of. Maybe I could come back in a couple of minutes and we can check that out.
We can do.
Well, have you ever tried to organize your house, your closets? It's impossible. Or is it? We're at All Organized Storage with Janet Young. And Janet, you're sort of an expert at this type of thing.
Yes, I'm actually a trained professional organizer, and my specialty is closets.
Excellent. We won't talk about what's in people's closets, but we will talk about how to organize it, I guess. What's the first step?
The first step is to actually measure what you have, and then to actually bring your measurements into me and think about what you want to put in there versus what's in there, because what you have in there may not be what you need, because the general rule is you only use 20% of your stuff 80% of the time. So maybe there's stuff you don't need to keep anymore, so you can get rid of it and make the most of your space.
That makes a tremendous amount of sense. What is available for the closets?
I have the largest selection in Western Canada. You can have solid wood slat. You can also do it yourself if you want.
That's all pine, I guess.
Yeah, it's a red pine. You can do it yourself, or we can install it for you as well. It also comes in a red mahogany finish, which...
Oh, that's this one down here.
That's that one there, yeah.
Oh, I like that.
Comes in a 12-inch depth or a 16-inch depth, so we can make the most of your space.
And this would fit right in your closet, a traditional...
Yes, it would fit in a traditional closet, or if you just had flat wall, you could also build in some storage. Flat wall is an opportunity to build storage as long as you have some room around it to move.
Okay, now this must be the Cadillac of closet storage right
This
here.
is the Cadillac. This is solid wood. This is a solid cherry. Which is custom stained, fudge stain, but we can stain any color that you want, as well as we can paint it any color you want. So you can really make the most of it. We can also make entertainment units and custom storage units with it. We can match it up to any stain you want. So if you have some furniture you want to match up, just give me a drawer front and we'll try and stain it as close as we can.
If I bought this, I wouldn't want to put it in the closet.
That's
I'd want
right.
to put it in the dining room.
That's right. Or your rec room, or your walk-in closet, or your dressing room is the other option.
And this wall, a little more utilitarian, I suppose.
Yeah, these are the two most popular products because they have a pretty low price point. This one here on the right is custom melamine. It comes in 21 different colors.
Looks very nice.
Yeah, it's also BC made. It's made in a factory in Richmond.
Now, if I wanted to put this in my house, I came in and talked to you today about getting it. How long would it take to get it?
It would only take you 2 weeks to get it. If you didn't want custom drawers, if you wanted custom drawer fronts with a profile, then it would take 3 weeks because those are ordered out of the States.
And it sounds like you have a lot of stuff in stock, too.
I do. I also have the European Modular. It's also available in a white as well as the silver. It comes in 12-inch depths, 16-inch depths, and 20-inch depths shelves. They also have these cool shoe shelves that pull out. This little guy can hold 6 pairs of shoes. I also have one that's for men's shoes that holds So that one's 9 pairs of shoes. The men one holds 6 pairs of shoes. So you can get a lot more in a closed space. And you can install this yourself as well.
Okay. I understand you've actually written a book, or you're in the process of writing a book for people on how to store things. But you know what? We're going to come back in a couple of seconds and talk to you about that.
Good, thank you.
Okay. We're back with Dr. CRAPO in his office, and I'm going to talk about implants, and I think I might have the wrong impression of exactly what we are going to talk about, because there are all kinds of different implant situations available for patients these days, I gather.
There are lots of implants, all the way from replacing a single tooth to fixing one's denture or even a partial denture, or making you over as if everything had grown that way in the first place.
Well, yeah, I was looking at, well, you have some teeth here,
Yeah.
and it's like sort of an amalgam between dentures and implants.
Right, we can take a person's denture and convert it into a bridge in one appointment. And they go away.
In one appointment?
In one appointment.
How do you do that? I don't get it.
Well, it's a matter of getting the implants in place and then taking their denture and fitting it to the implants and making sure that the bite is right and they leave. It's about a 4-hour procedure, all in all, and that's where our sedation dentistry comes in, and very quick. Very quick.
You wouldn't want to be awake through all this, I suspect.
Yeah, it's nice to be someplace else.
And then you have something else here that's totally different.
Yeah, this is a situation where implants now become the foundation of actually a bar, and the bar has attachments that allow a person to fit their denture over and keep it nice and snug. And this is really important for lower dentures, for instance.
So they just snap in there.
They just snap in like a button on a Western shirt. Yeah.
Like a button on a Western shirt. I'm sure there's way more to it than that.
There is, but...
How would you know if you need an implant? I mean, I guess if all your teeth fall out, that'd be a sign, but...
Well, yeah, but usually we catch it way before that time. I mean, in the past, people have replaced spaces when they've lost, say, a 6-year molar. So you're 35 years old, and the tooth that came in when you're 6 years of age went bad, couldn't get it restored any other way. It came out, you had to put something in there. So it was either a bridge or a partial denture historically. Now we can place a metal root in that spot.
And then you do this with titanium, I understand.
Titanium, yeah. It's a titanium.
It's pretty space age stuff, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. It's great. And the body seems to really like titanium, especially the oxide that forms on the outside of the implant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now this would be an option for people who can't have a cap put on. I mean,
Well, like for instance here, the person has lost the tooth, and what are we going to do? Are we going to cut down those good teeth? No, now we can place an implant right into the bone. There you can see it in the x-ray, and one of these implants then will go into place, and it sits right beside the roots of the other teeth, anchoring the new tooth in place, and so it looks quite lifelike.
you know, the thing I'm quite taken by is you make it all sound terribly easy. Now, I know it isn't. You went to school for this. But, I mean, all of these things can be done now. And I guess it's just a matter of the people coming in to ask about it and finding out more.
Yeah, it really is. And once you're trained and you take all the precautionary steps, it does turn out to be rather a simple, straightforward process.
Dr. CRAPO, thank you very much for this.
Thank you.
Welcome back. We're at All Organized Storage with Janet, who you said you're writing a book on downsizing.
I am writing a book on downsizing because I find a lot of my clients are actually downsizing and they're making expensive mistakes. So I like to help them avoid that so that they only move the stuff that they need and then they make the most of the storage that they have in their current place and they don't move stuff they don't need.
So you go into a condo, you need to find those storage spots and utilize them well.
You need to use them the best. And also too, often when people move into a new place, they find that their kitchen isn't quite what it used to be.
Show me some kitchen stuff.
I also I have these pull-out shelves. I call this the kitchen reno without the price tag. So they come out.
I like that.
They come out so that the seniors particularly can get things on the lower end. They're the plastic ones. Those are made in Canada. There's the commercial clone ones as well. 6 screws to put that one in.
That's that's brilliant. Very simple, but a brilliant idea. Oh, it comes out.
It comes out and it's only 4 screws and it's easy to put back in so you can clean it. So if you spill stuff, it goes right back in and it's
Oh, well,
easy.
that's neat because whenever I've tried to do that, it takes like forever to go back in, but that's sort of an easy one.
Yeah, we also make the custom melamine ones, the ones that mount on the side. So if you want to get more shelves in there and take away the existing shelves, we have those as well.
Now, what if what are these here exactly? Anyway?
These are a whole bunch of jewelry organizers. A lot of women, particularly, have a lot of jewelry and they don't know how to store it so
I
that
know
they
how
can
that
find
works.
it. Because if you don't find it, you can't use it.
I suppose that's very true. Yeah, exactly. Or it's all tangled up and you can't
yeah.
untie it.
There's some that actually store in your closet so you can hang them up.
And baskets, which seems pretty simple and straightforward.
Yeah, I have those ones. I also have some other ones in the back. I also have the luggage racks, which are hard to find. And I tell people there's 3 ways you can use those luggage racks. 1, when you're actually packing yourself. 2, when you have company. And 3 is an occasional table by putting a tray on it as well.
The neat thing about coming in your store here on Tennyson is that, well, this is the front showroom, I guess, if you will, but you have 3 other rooms, and each room is sort of geared to a different area of the house, too.
Yeah, I have a room for the kitchen where I have all types of kitchen organizers, drawer organizers for the cupboards, making the most. Things for people, particularly in apartment buildings where they can't screw things in. I have some storage items there.
What's this room here?
I also have the closet room. This one is for closet and some electronics as well, and a little bit of car organizing as well. The pant trolley over there is for people that don't want to do their closets and have some room underneath where they can store some pants. So
Sounds
they can
like
have their
home to me.
shirts. And then the other room I have bathroom items in there, some overflow kitchen, some more baskets, as well as garage.
You've certainly done a good job of utilizing the space you have here, so that bodes well for people buying things and taking them to their home.
Yes, and there's no point buying something if it's not going to work for you as well.
Well, that's the whole key. So the situation is people can come in here, they can buy things and take them home, or you would install them, I guess, some of the bigger items?
Yeah, I would install the pull-outs for the kitchen cupboards. We can install those, or people can do the 2 of them themselves. The custom ones we have to do them ourselves.
Right.
They can install their 2 of the closet items as well, so they can do their own. They can have, but the best thing for them to do is actually to bring in their measurements. Check what they have, measure their closets, bring them in, measure their cupboards, bring them in, and I can suggest items for them.
Right to here at All Organized Storage on Tennyson, or check you out on their website.
Yeah, and my website's allorganizedstorage.ca, or they can phone me and book a home consultation at 250-590-6328.
We're back at Robinson's Outdoor Store on Broad Street in the backpacky section. Is that where we are, Gail?
That's right. This is our adventure travel section. So everything from day packs to travel luggage.
And
So-
all kinds of little goodies,
And
too.
all the little goodies that have been brought out in the last while to make it so much easier to travel.
Now, these all look like backpacks, not like luggage to me.
Well, let me show you one of my favorite pieces. This is the Meridian 22, and it is travel luggage, so you can roll it.
So you're on your way through the airport already.
Yeah, but you also have your shoulder harness and backpack, so you can easily throw it on if you're going down 5 flights of stairs. So let's just roll it over here,
Yep.
and I'm just going to show you. This is how it actually goes on the plane with you. The day pack is attached but comes off. It's zippered on.
So then this will fit in the overhead.
Exactly. So that'll just packs in. You've got this back part here. You just 2 clips here.
Holy smokes.
Okay, and that just goes in.
It comes with instructions,
This
I hope.
comes over. It's actually really simple. And you're set to go. And people are just wanting to travel light. We're seeing that a lot. So,
Okay, you're traveling light with this, but how much could you fit into this?
well, let me show you.
Okay.
Erin has a bag here, all packed and ready to go.
Isn't Erin prepared?
Always.
She is. So if you're going for a month or a weekend, this bag will do everything for you.
Okay, so how much is in this bag?
Well, first of all, everything that Erin and I are wearing. So say you're going to Ecuador and the Galapagos. You need light, warm clothes for Ecuador, but you need something warmer for the Galapagos.
Okay.
You want to hike and be warm, but you want to dress up and go out for dinner. It's just that mix of it. So what I recommend, are 2 t-shirts. One of the things we do is merino wool, so you could wear those.
I love merino wool. Oh, wow.
In fact, I did wear this for 10 days, these 2 t-shirts in the Galapagos.
This is what I wore in Maui this year.
Yep, and the beauty of merino wool is no itch, no odor. So it's not going to smell, which is meaning you can pack light and have to wash your clothes less often. So Aaron's wearing one of the short sleeve tees, I'm wearing a long sleeve. So we've got those tees. And then for sun protection, Aaron's got a UPF 40 protection on our Columbia shirt. So that's there. And then the merino wool, there's 2 merino wool shirts.
Merino wool is so nice, you know, it's just the feel of it alone. I mean, I don't like to go on, but
it is.
It's very, very nice.
It's actually changed the outdoor industry. We're selling so much of it because it's the most warmth you're going to get for the least weight. So there's your merino wool. Here's your capri. Here's a long pant that I'm wearing. And
you got the
you're going to
sandals
wear
in there too?
Yeah, so whenever you're traveling, I recommend 2 pieces of footwear. So you're going to wear, if you're hiking, it'll be 1 boot and 1 shoe. Or for this trip that I planned here, it's going to be 1 shoe and 1 sandal. So you're wearing the shoe.
You know what I like? You have all that stuff in the bag here, but you have travel lists too. You have the checklist. I mean, this is like the pilot when he's boarding the plane and checking it over. You have your luggage packing list. I think that's a great idea.
That's exactly right. And things pack up small. So what I'm going to show you now is your down sweater and your rain shell. So this is your down sweater that looks like this, packs up this small into the bag. And your
that's incredible.
That is that. And that is the beauty of it. And this is your rain shell, like this, a Gore-Tex lightweight rain shell that's terrific. They are really fun to wear together. Most warm.
I'm stuck for words, and we're sort of running out of time, but I guess if people want to know more, and there's a tremendous amount to see and know more about, they can drop in and see you right here at Robinson's Outdoor Store on Broad Street.
Absolutely. It's what we love to do. All of our staff hike and adventure travel, so we're happy to get people ready for their trips.
Thanks, Gail.
Thank you.
Well, there you go. It's official. I'm going to have Gail come out and pack my bags whenever I go on a holiday anywhere. She's very efficient at that, and she knows exactly what to take. She has checklists, so you know what to take with you when you go. And the neat thing about getting that information from Gail and her daughter Erin, who was there too, is that they travel all over the world, everywhere, so they know what to take when you go away. Anyhow, that's it for today's show. We'll see you again next week.